It is just before 7 o'clock in the morning on a nice, peaceful, albeit very cloudy Saturday. And as per usual, broke out the robe. Bear with me. And this is so sad, you guys. This is the final Saturday in March. This is technically the second to last, the penultimate day, when I can no longer wear this tie. It makes me bummed. But then again, it is Saturday. Plus, I think I may have an idea around that. Let's just say you're going to be seeing this tie more than twice this weekend if I'm able to do anything about it. But let's get on with today's business. Good morning and happy Saturday, everybody. Yes, it's Saturday. It is awesome that we are here. We are finally here at the weekend, ready to relax, enjoy yourselves. And if you... Actually, this is something I probably should have mentioned the last several Saturdays. But, you know, as you guys have been paying attention, you know, on Fridays during Lent, you know, I always say, you know, you can't have meat right now. So, you know, get yourself some mac and cheese or fish, or, you know, if you go vegan, or, you know, that's even better because you really have nothing to worry about then. But it's no longer Friday. It is Saturday. So, I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to make myself a nice, delicious breakfast of most likely bacon and eggs. That looks cool. Actually, I could have eggs yesterday as it is. Well, let's be real here. If it's bacon and eggs, that first part is the one that intrigues everybody, as we all know. So, yeah, let me just get a little quick something up here. It is the weekend, which also means it is the Alliance of American Football this weekend, which is awesome. Let me see if I can find today's games. Yes. So, actually, before I talk about today's AAF games, I noticed that North Carolina was in a real... Actually, hold on. I'm just looking this up right now, so you're basically going to get a live reaction of what happened last night. Wow. Duke won, which is great. So if you're a Duke fan, you have every reason to celebrate. And actually, you have even more of a reason to celebrate because Auburn absolutely stomped UNC. That was actually the game I was watching last night before I went to bed. Call me crazy, but I'm pretty sure Auburn may very well have been the surprise upset of this whole tournament. I mean, again, this is coming from a guy who doesn't pay the greatest attention to basketball, so it's likely I very well could be wrong. I mean, some matches ended up being exactly like I thought they would. You know, Kentucky winning and Michigan State winning. And again, considering what happened to Michigan State a week ago, I would hope they would win. But that's just me. And Zion pulled it off again. We're now at the Elite Eight, I believe. Is there a game tonight? Oh, the Elite Eight is today. Holy cow, I didn't know it was already today. Shoot. Well, yeah, because I'm looking up the schedule right now. And, hold on. Let me... Oh. Well, most likely after the football game tomorrow, I'm probably going to be watching Michigan State versus Duke. That's tomorrow at 5. You know, I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll pick, the winners of the Elite Eight. How's that? So, let's see. Texas Tech. Oh, keep in mind, I'm someone who, again, knows little to nothing about basketball, let alone college basketball. So if I screw anything up or if I say anything wrong, I am terribly sorry. So with that said, Auburn kicked off one of the number one seeds, which was UNC. Actually, I should probably do the games in order. So today at 6, it's Texas Tech against Gonzaga. Now, I do believe Texas Tech pulled off some kind of upset earlier, but Gonzaga seemed like they were really on point on Thursday. So I guess I am probably going to be going with Gonzaga on this one. Now, the next one is Purdue and Virginia. The only thing I really know about Purdue is that they're referred to as the Boilermakers, but again, that's more because of my knowledge of, college football, and even that's, mediocre at best. So Purdue versus Virginia. You're going to find this really anticlimactic, folks, but for the most part, I'm pretty much going to pick whichever seed is higher. So, technically, Virginia is the number one seed in this game, so why not? I think Virginia is going to win over Purdue. That's tonight at 8, or actually almost 9 o'clock is when that game is. And then tonight is, tomorrow at 2, right before tomorrow's football game, is Auburn and Kentucky. Now, I just said Auburn pulled up probably the biggest upset this tournament had to offer, stomping all over UNC. So, given that they should have, 2 nights worth of 8 hours bed rest, and given that, they should be fired up from knocking off a number one seed, I think I'm going to give it to Auburn. I really think Auburn is going to take it. I mean, Auburn's known for, causing upsets in the past, so why not? I'll pick Auburn over Kentucky. And now tomorrow at 5, the Michigan State and Duke. Now, again, I'm not a big expert, but I have been sort of following what's been going on. Again, partly because I do watch Undisputed, and maybe that helps me a little bit. But a week ago, Michigan State had a bit of a scandal with one of their coach sort of almost assaulting their kid, which, if you do that, you're a jerk, and that's wrong. But anyway, but I kind of get, not that I get the mentality behind it, but I do know that the last 3 years, Michigan State has actually flaked out early. They were a number 3 and they lost to a 15. I know last year they lost to Syracuse. Yeah, they lost to Syracuse. So a lot of people were saying go orange that week, and I can tell you that right now. So suffice to say, over the last couple of years, Michigan State really hasn't been on the high point of winning. I know they have won a national title before, back in 2000, over 20 years ago, when Coach Tom Izzo had Mo Pete and, I'm sorry, he had someone else that's a famous basketball player, but for the life of me, I can't remember who it is. I'm sorry. But, yeah. So it's very clear that Tom Izzo really is, desperate and trying to get another NCAA championship. Even though, let's be honest, there are better ways of going about acting as such. With that said, they're going up against Duke. And Zion Williamson has proven to be nothing short of a beast. So, this is probably going to be the toughest call of the Elite Eight, at least in my opinion. I think I'm going to give it to Duke. My family for the most part has been cheering for Duke. I think I'm gonna cheer for Duke as well. Plus, again, Zion Williamson is just, Zion is a really cool name. It is. I mean, how often do you hear a name that starts with the letter Z that's not Zach? Seriously, like, yeah, almost, it's like, not that I would, can't believe I'm actually making this reference, but it's kind of like a unicorn, you know? It's like, you never see this sort of thing. But, yeah, that's enough about college basketball. So, for the Elite Eight, it's Gonzaga, Virginia, Auburn, and Duke. Those are my picks. But, though, with that second to last one, I wouldn't be surprised if Kentucky ends up winning. So, now we can move on to the Alliance, shall we? Okay, today is Orlando at Memphis. Ooh. Now, Memphis actually pulled off an upset a week ago. With that said, they are going up against the best team in the league, hands down. So, it pains me to say this. I think I'm going to go with, actually, Memphis was at home. Yeah, so, this is tough. I think I'll go with Orlando. It just seems like a good idea to pick that one. Let's see, San Diego at Salt Lake. San Diego and Salt Lake are both right around the middle of the road, which can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what you look at it. I guess it depends on what side of being in the middle of the road you're on. Are you on the winning side or the losing side? And I think San Diego may be on the winning side of that, so I'm going to pick San Diego for that one. Atlanta at Birmingham. Ooh. Birmingham is most likely upset after what happened a week ago. So, yeah, I'm picking Birmingham to win over who I do feel is the worst team in the Alliance. I mean, I feel bad saying, like, they're the worst team, Atlanta is, because I never really want to say that. I don't want anyone to feel bad. But I gotta call it like I see it, guys. I don't know what to tell you. And then finally, Arizona at San Antonio. Ooh. That's a good game. That's a really good game, actually. Because San Antonio is number one in the Western Division, I think they are? Yeah, they are. And Arizona is like right behind them. They're like neck and neck. I guess, realistically, I should be picking... I think I'll pick Arizona to win over San Antonio. Yep, that's what I'll do. So yeah, my picks for this weekend are this afternoon, I'm picking Orlando. Tonight I'm picking San Diego. And tomorrow afternoon I'm picking Birmingham. And tomorrow night I am picking Arizona. So yeah, those are my picks. Feel free to agree, disagree, or whatever. So, that's really all I have to, say for right now. Well, at least for right now. Don't worry. You'll see exactly what I'm up to later. So, like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I could really use the support on YouTube. Follow me on the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. As always, I am very humble. I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy. I'm very hopeful that we all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. And I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices.